burgundy minivan was shouting as it pulled up beside me. She had her head turned towards the back seat, where I could see 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl, staring back at her. A vein in her neck was bulging, looking not unlike the interstate, thick and unmissable, on the map held by the man in the passenger seat beside her. "I am serious. I have had it." The kids didn't say anything. After a moment of glaring at them, she turned to look at me. She had on big sunglasses with bedazzled frames. A large fountain drink, the straw tinged with lipstick, was parked between her legs. "Welcome to the beach," I said to her in my best Colby Realty employee voice. The directions on your website are garbage," she informed me. Behind her, I saw one of the kids frog punch another, who emitted a stifled shriek. "We've gotten lost 3 times since getting off the interstate." "I'm so sorry to hear that," I replied. "If you'd like to give me your name, I'll grab you your keys and get you on the way to your rental." "Webster," she told me. I turned, reaching into the small rattan bin that held all the envelopes for that day's check-ins. Miller, Tubman, Simone, Wallace, Webster. "Heron's Call," I read off the envelope before opening it to make sure the keys were both in it. "That's a great property." In reply, she stuck out her hand. I gave the envelope to her, along with her complimentary beach bag full of all the free stuff: Colby Realty pen, giveaway postcard, area guide, and cheap drink cooler that I knew the cleaning crew would most likely find untouched when they checked out. "Have a great week," I told her. "Enjoy the beach." Now she gave me a wry smile, although it was hard to tell if she was truly thankful or just felt sorry for me. After all, I was standing in a glorified sandbox in the middle of a parking lot, with 3 cars lined up behind her, most likely full of people in the exact same kind of mood. When the final stop on a trip is paradise, being the second to last is no picnic. Not that I had time to really think about this as they pulled away, signal already blinking for their turn onto the main road. It was 3:10, and the next car, a blue sedan with one of those carriers on top, was waiting. I kicked what sand I could out of my shoes and took a deep breath. "Welcome to the beach," I said as they pulled up beside me. "Name, please?" "Well," my sister Margot said when I came into the office, sweat-soaked and depleted 2 hours later. "How did it go?" "I have sand in my shoes," I told her, going straight to the water cooler where I filled up a cup, downed it, and then did the same with 2 more. "You're at the beach, Emaline," she pointed out. "No, I'm at the office," I replied, wiping my mouth with the back of my hand. "The beach is 2 miles away. People will get to the sand soon enough. I don't see why we have to have it here, too." "Because," she replied in the cool voice of someone who had spent the day in air conditioning, "we are one of the first impressions our visitors get of Colby. We want them to feel that the moment they turn into our parking lot, they are officially on vacation." "What does that have to do with me standing in a sandbox?" "It's not a sandbox," she said, and I rolled my eyes because that's exactly what it was, and we both knew it. "It's a sandbar, and it's meant to evoke the majesty of the coast." I didn't even know what to say to this. Ever since Margot had graduated from East U the year before with a double degree in hospitality and business, she'd been insufferable. Or more insufferable, actually. My family had owned Colby Realty for over 50 years. Our grandparents started it right after they got married. We had been doing just fine, thank you, before Margot and her sandbox or sandbar or whatever. But she was the first one in our family so far to get a college degree, so she got to do whatever she wanted. Which was why, a few weeks earlier, she had this sandbox, tiki hut, whatever it was, made and put it in our office parking lot. About 4 feet by 4 feet, with waist-high walls, it was like a wooden toll booth with a truckload of playground sand dumped in and around it for good measure. Nobody questioned the need for this except me. Then again, no one else had to work in it. I heard a snicker, muffled, and looked over. Sure enough, it was my grandmother, behind her own desk, making a phone call. She winked at me, and I couldn't help but smile. "Don't forget about the VIP rounds," Margot called out as I headed in that direction, chucking my cup in the trash on the way. "You need to start promptly at 5:30, and double-check the fruit and cheese platters before you deliver them. Amber did them, and you know how she is." Amber was my other sister. She was in hair school, worked for the realty company only under duress, and expressed her annoyance by doing everything in as slipshod a way.